does it even matter if nobody watches this? Does it even matter if nobody listens to your music? Does it even matter if nobody looks at your work? It's something that I think about a lot, because ultimately we all produce something that sometimes doesn't ever get heard or doesn't ever get seen. And I ask myself, does it actually matter if no one watches this? If I'm creating for the fun of it, does it matter? And my answers are kind of like, yeah, it matters if I'm trying to make money from this, because if nobody watches it, then nobody's going to either get me money through advertising, or streaming revenue, or buying my products. Okay, so it matters if you're trying to make money. What if you're just trying to build something that eventually will make money? It's like, if you're trying to make money with the thing now, so if I was trying to make money with this video, yeah, it would matter that no one watches it. But if this video is a part of something bigger, a part of something greater, then maybe it doesn't matter if no one watches this. Because maybe I'm just getting my reps in. Maybe I'm just practicing doing this thing where I talk to my phone in my studio or in a public place and talk about ideas. I like writing, but it's not always the thing that I want to do. Sometimes I just literally want to talk. So this is me getting my reps in. This is me practicing the thing. And maybe it doesn't matter that this doesn't get views now, because maybe someone will watch other videos I produce and then go, oh, I want to see that one. I like this sky as a background thing, it's cool. Maybe that's what you need to do. Assess what it is you're doing. If you are just creating for fun, maybe it doesn't matter if nobody sees it. Because actually just sharing the thing is really nice. Just uploading this to YouTube feels nice. Uploading it onto Substack feels nice. Having it as a podcast feels nice. It feels like I'm building something that maybe one day will help somebody. And if it doesn't, it helped me. Because as I shift my career from a composer of trailer music and production music into essentially a record label owner and producer, I'm producing more and more content like this, where it's about making stuff and sharing that process of the making. And I like that. I really, really enjoy it, and I think that's what matters. Because I think it falls back to that question: what would you be doing if money wasn't an issue? That's often one of the questions people ask when it's like, find your purpose, find your passion, find your thing. Is what would you be doing if you didn't have to make money from it? What brings you joy? Enough joy that you just want to do it. You'd wake up in the morning. It's kind of like if you were retired, what would you do? Because lots of people, when they retire from their work, suddenly pick up all these hobbies and passions that they've always liked, but they've just never set aside the time to do it. So maybe this is something, it doesn't matter that nobody watches it because it's something that is happening anyway. I know Gary Vaynerchuk and Austin Kleon talk about just sharing your process because you're doing it anyway. And I think about this stuff all the time. You know, especially this, you know, does it matter if it doesn't get any views? Right now, no. Further on down the line, yeah. But I'm getting the reps in to see what's working and what's not, and what I enjoy and what I don't. What camera angles I like. I haven't got my Rode mic with me right now. I haven't got my tripod, so I'm sat in a field outside my gym, just pointing the camera leant against a tree. Because I did a video before where I found this angle. I liked having the sun behind me. It broke a creative rule, which I like. I think it's really interesting with this whole world we live in where we can so easily share everything that we produce. You know, where it would have been, I would just write some piece of music and my bandmates would hear it. And then if we ever decided to turn it into a song, then the people who came to see us would hear it. Or I'd write a piece of music on my computer and show it to my girlfriend, my now wife, or my friends. And it would just be a close circle of people that would hear my music. Now, if a close circle of people heard my music, which would be 5 plays, 10 plays, maybe 20, I would be like, yeah, cool, I made this music and I shared it. Whereas now if I got 20 streams, 20 views, 20 whatever, you go, oh, how disappointing. Because the potential is for more. And that's where the dissatisfaction comes in. I think it's always really important to remind yourself of why you're doing the thing, what your goal is, and remind yourself that actually what might happen is you might get 1 view, but that one person might become a true fan, might absolutely love everything you do from then on in. So, like take my main YouTube channel for example. I get I've got about 5,500 subscribers, but most of my videos get between 100 and 1,000 views. That's it. But it's the same people watching and the same people commenting on almost every video. And I really like that. Because the other thing is, there's safety in anonymity. There's safety in no views. You're not open to criticism. You're not open to praise. You're just doing what you do. It's kind of like the difference between practicing handstands in your garden or getting up on a stage and doing handstands. It's not often talked about, that pressure. I have that when I'm writing a newsletter to my list of thousands of people. I suddenly go, I've got to make it good. Whereas if I was writing the list to nobody, it didn't matter about whether it was good. It would matter about whether I was saying the thing I needed to say and enjoying the process, or selling the thing I needed to sell. So although it sucks sometimes for your stuff to not be seen or not heard, first we need to quantify what that is, because some people would say that 1,000 views is not being seen or heard. Some people would say that no views is not being seen or heard, or probably everyone would say that. To quantify what it is, and then qualify it by saying, does it matter if nobody sees this? What's the objective behind this? Why am I doing this? These videos for me are my equivalent of sitting down journaling, my equivalent of sitting down with a notebook and writing, of just thinking, okay, Rich, does it matter? And in the long run, probably does matter. But right now, I get to quietly practice to silence. And you get to quietly practice to silence. So that when the views do start to come, you feel ready and prepared for it. Right, if you've got any thoughts on this, drop them in the comments below. I'd love to hear them. I think it's always good to support each other, especially when you feel like you're not getting the thing out of it that you want to get out of it. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. You are awesome, and I'll see you in the next one.